Hello guys, it's MediaShinobi and we got SG Gojira reviewing episode 8 of Spartacus.
Spartacus wrote that episode 8, more is Indecepta.
Remember to slow down.
Shut up.
Just chill out.
I hate you. So basically the episode opens up with just very grim. Like you see some of the Spartacus rebels try to climb the wall that Crassus put up and they get like speared to death. Yeah, and Spartacus at this point is like desperate, so he decides to it looked like they're about to mobilize all the troops to like have one epic battle, and Crixus is all for it, saying, you know what, just get all the people we got and then charge at them. And you see Crassus' legions like at the posting themselves like right a couple like a distance away, and Crixus is like saying, come on, we just go and try to kill him, just kill them all. And Spartacus like, dude,
slow your roll.
So calm thy tits down.
My tips are hard because it's cold.
Basically, because Spartacus knows he has to give a plan. He can't just rush in there because they're gonna get murdered. Alright, so Spartacus decided to think of a plan, like the plan he used for those two guys in episode 1. You know, come in the middle of the night and sneak into Crassus' camp and kill him there in a sneak attack. So he grabs a handful of men, you know, Gynicus, Saxa, Navia, Lugo, Crixus, or Agron, Seer, like, you know, the basic people. They come in and they break into the camp, and it looked like their plan was working until we see Donar's body with his Morris Indeceptus, you know, carved into his flesh. And Spartacus at this point, he had a face where like, well. And basically, he knows it's a trap. It's a trap. So they try to come out and sneak away, and you see Crassus' men come out and try to charge at Spartacus, and we have a cool fight scene then. And Navia actually gets injured, like she gets a spear to the leg, it gets smacked in the face, and then Spartacus actually saves her before she gets killed. I thought she was gonna die, but you know,
no arrow to the knee?
No, just spear to the knee.
But arrow to the knee, like...
That joke was old! So yeah, Crixus seeing Navia injured like that, he goes on a raid and kills the rest of the men. But then we see more of Crassus' men come in, so Spartacus retreats. Yeah, so... And then most of the episode shows like Spartacus' men, just like everyone's freezing to death because like a storm is coming, like a big blizzard storm. It's so grim and dire, like by the end, the storm killed like 1,000 of Spartacus' men. So that's pretty depressing. And Crassus, he's pretty much living a life. Like he's like so confident now. Like, you know what, these guys are as good as done. So basically, Crassus also mends his relationship with his son Tiberius. He makes him his right-hand man again. He even gives him Sinuessa, you know, that city he took from Spartacus back. He gives it to him, and he lets Cora. He told Cora basically to stay with Tiberius, to keep an eye on him, and she's at dismay because she does not want to be near Tiberius at this point. She does not see him as a son figure anymore. He just sees him as a monster basically. So she decides to have a little plot with Julius Caesar, who's, you know, mad about Tiberius, you know, ranking up while he's going down, and they decide to plot against Tiberius, which, you know. It's pretty simple. Just him is escorting her to the battlefield and telling Crassus what he did. But she couldn't do it because she sees how close those two have gone. You know, Crassus and Tiberius, they've grown really close again, and she didn't want to ruin it. No matter, even though, you know, Tiberius, you know, did that to her. And while this is happening, we see back to Spartacus. Crixus is pissed off at Spartacus because we always know that he's very protective of Navia. He does not want to see her at all. And seeing her almost die because of Spartacus' plan, you know, messing up, he gets pissed off to the point where it gets to a fist fight with those two, which is pretty cool to see. Like, it was sad to see them fight again, but it was cool, also cool to watch because they haven't really duked it out in like a long time, and those two were like just like a fist fight, hand-to-hand fight. It was just brutal. So yeah, we don't get a winner, of course. They just, like, Agron and Gynicus split them up, and and the wind, and like I said, the blizzard storm comes and kills off 1,000 of his men. And at that point, also, Gannicus gets mostly close to Sybil, you know, the slave girl that has been infatuated with him. And they actually hunker down to like a small little shelter and they bang. You know, you gotta stay warm somehow, so there we go. So yeah, I found that kind of a bit messed up for Saxa because I know she likes Gannicus a lot. Like they're like pretty much a thing now, even though she brings some other women for him to bang to have threesomes with. So you know, but still, it's kind of weird the fact that Gannicus would, you know, cheat on Saxa and grow like this close to Sybil. Like that's the part I didn't really like. Like that's the only time I actually would complain about Gannicus' character. Like, that moment where he does that with Sybil. I'm like, really? Like after Spartacus, like, you know, fully feels the loss of his forces, he has like an epiphany, so to speak. He realized that everything Crassus has done has been very deceptive. You know, from putting a fake camp there for them to sneak in at night, knowing that Spartacus would do that, and you know, sneak attack Spartacus, and Julius Caesar coming in and pretending to be a slave. So he decides to take a big gamble and actually like sneak into the wall, using their own trench of the wall as cover, because he believes that they just put a few men posted on the wall as a illusion of like there's thousands of men. So he decides to come in, scale the wall, and kill the Romans that were posted there. And he was right. There's only a couple hundreds over there posted, which you know, I said yeah, hundreds, but it's not that bad compared to his whole legions, which is like a grip load of people. So Spartacus storms that area, kills everyone. His men, they bust a hole through the wall so they can get more of the people in. They just come in and took names and kicked ass, and it was awesome to see because like majority of the time this little mental game of chess between Crassus and Spartacus. Crassus has been putting Spartacus into check like multiple times, but for Spartacus to get out of the situation and in a cool way was really fun to see. Corey sleeps with Crassus again. She decides to go off and she did something surprising. She didn't tell Crassus about what Tiberius was doing. She actually met up with the rebels. I don't know what her plan is. I don't know if she plans on killing Spartacus, like, you know, or like really join the rebels on their side, and even though I'm pretty sure she won't do that since she's so in love with Crassus. I don't know what she plans to do, but it's interesting to see like what she does, and with this advantage knowing that Spartacus is like right there within range and of each other, and she brought a knife with her. That's cool to see because she brought a knife. So I don't know, maybe she's gonna try to kill him. I don't know. And the final scene of this shows Crassus investigating seeing the aftermath of the attack, and he sees Spartacus actually use the dead bodies of the people he lost to cover up the hole he put in the wall. And then while Crassus is like looking over at the wall, his men come out and start throwing spears and arrows and killing off Crassus's men. And Crassus himself almost got killed. And you can tell Spartacus was like so yeah, so Spartacus, and that's how the episode ends, with Spartacus about to lead his men away from the mountains. I like this episode a lot because I like the mental game between Spartacus and Crassus, and just seeing Spartacus, you know, rise from this like his lowest point in this season. It was just cool to see. The only thing I really didn't like about this episode was just the fact that I never really grew on the Gannicus and Sybil relationship going on, because I saw mostly like just an admiration from afar from Gannicus. I prefer Saxa over. I know what I said. It sounded like Sexa. I know. It's Saxa.
It's okay. You're a teenage boy.
I'm 20.
A young teenage boy. Or
what the heck? So yeah, that's the only thing I really didn't like about the episode. Other than that, it was a great episode. It just makes me question like, what is Corey gonna do now that she's in Spartacus's sights, and what is Spartacus planning to do now to take out Crassus? Because he knows that Crassus is gonna follow them. He knows that they're gonna fight eventually. It's gonna be inevitable. So now, just how's he gonna strategize how to take this guy down? Since Crassus still outnumbers him by like legions, and the fact that Spartacus's men did suffer a lot of losses in this episode. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. This is MediaShinobi saying out. Peace.